had a very much a down year last year. He's 22nd in points per game. Where do you guys have him going? He's currently going 9-11 in ADP, though, 11th quarterback off the board.
It's probably 14. It's about fair. I think he's a streamer towards a back in QB1. He did have his fewest attempts since 2009. Byproduct of a competent defense, mostly. Fewest touchdowns since his rookie year. TD rate is 8.8 points below his career number because Steve Sarkisian sucks at his job.
Yes, Steve Sarkisian is a bum. I hate that guy.
I do too. He's the fucking worst.
He's literally the worst.
He has no clue what to do.
Nope.
No clue how to utilize his weapons. Dude's a bum.
He regressed as we called for, but
even more than we expected.
He regressed too much.
He threw 20 touchdowns last year.
Yeah. Completion percent was his lowest since Dan Quinn took over as head coach. 6 seasons. So to me, that says he's going to come back up some towards the back end QB1 range. One thing that surprised me about him, though, looking at his number, he's got 6 seasons of over 100 rush yards or more, which is not something I'd expect from him. But no rushing touchdowns in the last.
Fun fact with Hopper.
Yeah,
Matt Ryan.
I meant to put no rushing touchdowns in the last 5 years. I accidentally typed 45 years. So he has had a rushing touchdown in the last 45 years, but not the last 5 years.
So, I mean, I don't project him to actually come up a ton, though, because if you take out his MVP season, his average season was only 328 fantasy points. Last year he had 299. He wasn't that far off of his average. He's only about 2 points a game off.
Yeah, but once you get out of your elite quarterbacks, how much does 28 points jump you? 4 or 5 spots.
On a per game basis, it would take him up from 22nd to probably about 14th.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is where I have him, 14th.
Yeah, I think he's right in that streamer category with the potential to be a back end one, especially since you added Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, I got him right around there too, around 14ish.
That's what he's always been.
So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't feel comfortable with him being my quarterback one. Absolutely not. I mean, if the worst comes to worst and I got to end up getting him, I'm definitely making sure I'm pairing him with a guy.
So I feel comfortable with picking him up if my quarterback gets hurt.
So he's going 9-11 right now in ADP, though.
That's a disaster.
It's falling backwards. I mean, he was 909 2 days ago. So
did you just make a fallen joke with a 911 ADP? Oh, you terrible fucking person.
All right. Enough 911 jokes, or are we done?
Crashed and burned. Let's move on.
Perfect.
We Thomas read this.
So he's too high, I'm saying, though, at 9-11, right?
Yes.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Let's go ahead and jump to the running backs then after we're done with Matt Ryan here. Devonta Freeman, he was 14th in points per game last year, coming in at 2.07 for ADP, 12th running back off the board. Do you guys think that's a fair price for him in this draft?
Yeah, I think that 12 is absolutely fair for him. The interior line got upgraded kind of. You got Andy Levitre, who missed 3 games last year that you hope is healthy. They signed Brandon Fusco, which is not a bad pickup from San Francisco. It's okay. It's not the worst thing that could happen. He was fantastic against Bates run at 4.7 yards per carry, 67 evaded tackles, 28.9% juke rate. Both good for 11th. He's really dynamic. It's just can Sarkisian give him enough carries in the right situations?
There's been some concerns because since his breakout season, he's lost 10 to 15, 20 targets the season since. He's losing touches in general. And I think the Falcons wanted to make him more of a RBBC back instead of just a full-time 3-down back. And you may see a little more Tevin Coleman because they may be afraid that they don't want to put more tread, or they don't want to wear.
They don't want to put more tread on the
tires. They don't want to wear so much more on him.
So yeah, he went from 340 touches to 270 touches to last year where he came in at 230. So he's been trending downward real fast. Do you think he trends back towards at least 270?
I tend to think
we
that.
Hope so.
Yes, he had some injury problems last season too, which played into that. I've got him right at, I've got him at 259 touches, 250 targets, 220 rush attempts, so 270 attempts, but 39 receptions, so technically 259.
So yeah, it's just
his pass catching up. 40 receptions.
His pass catching upside isn't there anymore like it used to be.
He had
the 93 target season with 70 receptions it's well far
The
gone.
thing that blows my mind, though, is he seems to be better in the open field than Tevin Coleman is.
Exactly. He's extremely efficient. They just don't want to use him in that role for some reason. And he's built like they use 5'9", 5'10"?
Tevin Coleman's a better between the tackles runner. It's like they've got their roles backwards.
Yeah.
I blame Sarkisian.
I blame Sarkisian too. Sarkisian's a piece of shit.
All right.
Yes, I can get behind that.
All right, Brandon, where do you have Freeman at?
All right. I mean, I got Freeman locked in top 15. I mean, I like him better than guys like Drake, Howard, McCoy, Collins, Ajayi, around that area. I'm taking.
I think I agree with everyone on that list except McCoy.
McCoy, I got McCoy like right behind him. Right behind him. I don't know. McCoy scares me as being the only weapon in that offense. He's going to get all the eyes.
He was the only weapon in that offense last year too, and he was fine.
He has like 6,000 limbs.
Yeah,
they just keep slapping new knees on him.
Exactly.
He regenerates ACLs just in between series. So
we just need to start calling
him
Wolverine.
I mean, I got him. I don't see him catching. I mean, I don't see him reaching 1,000 yards on the ground. Definitely not. But like you said, probably around 40 catches. I definitely say that. But I mean, running backs have been kind of like the only position unaffected by Sarkisian's terrible play calling. In my opinion, I think he was more work for
he's
passing game.
He's reached 1,000 yards the last 3 seasons. I get him close to last season. I got him at 1,012, so just over. So if you was just under that, I wouldn't be surprised either.
He's a solid RB2.
Yeah.
Very solid RB2.
He's a high RB2, back end RB1.
He's got upside.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm taking him as my RB2 in 3 different spots now.
He's my 13.
Very underrated, kind of forgotten.
Nick's ball ready to freak out on us.
All right. Devin Coleman.
So he's played 12, 13, and 15 games over his career, so I'm banking that he gets the 14-game mark this one just to complete that stretch.
He's working on the straight.
He's working on the straight.
He's working on the inside straight.
His evasion true rate and drop rate aren't good, though, but he's more solid as a pure runner. Like I said, I think their rules are backwards. They had a 10.8% drop rate. But he has had 3 receiving touchdowns the last 2 seasons, but I think he's a little miscast as a receiving back. I think he's better again on the goal line and better between the tackles. He's still going to play second fiddle, but I still think he's a good RB3.
He's got 19 touchdowns in the last 2 seasons. He gets a lot of big plays. He's just he gets underused too. It's just you really can't give a lot of carries to both of them.
Yeah, he's never.
And he's always good to have just in case Freeman goes down. You got yourself a running back one,
easy RB1
for all them weeks that Freeman is down. So
yeah,
he always carries that upside with him.
But for the weeks that Freeman's healthy, at best he's a RB3 just because he's 190.
Yeah.
He's capped at 190 touches.
He's my 26, so I mean, like a 605 is a little bit much. Last year, I think he was more in the 7th, 8th range.
605 is the 30th RB off the board.
Yeah, 605.
It just seems higher. Maybe just because it seems high.
I mean,
I haven't done a lot of mock drafts yet.
A lot of running backs are going early.
I got him
Makes sense.
I've got him at 32. I've got him going at 184 touches.
Yeah, so I think he's going to be right around his career norms. He's my running back 30.
Yep. I'll see what they are after I project everybody out. That was my gut feeling. Rank was 32.
All right.
Love him in Dynasty as well, though.
I do too, because
startup got him with that contract year. Who knows? Be a featured back for someone next year.
That's also why I love Ito Smith too, because I think that Tevin Coleman is going to be a future back someplace, and Ito Smith is going to jump up and take the backup role. And speaking of which, if either of these two get hurt,
we'll be discussing Ito Smith on a waiver wire episode.
We'll be talking Ito Smith. So.
Yeah, I do like Ito Smith. Yep.
All right. Moving on to Julio Jones, he's got a bit of a controversy. I've seen people still keeping him in their top 3 wide receivers, and I've seen people drop him down close to wide receiver 10 or 12.
Well, he's working out with Terrell Owens, so I have no concerns.
He's my 6.
Yeah, he's still up there.
I still got. I mean, like he still posts a bunch of yards. He's just a little boom busty. That's all. And I expect his touchdowns to go up from 3 probably to the 7-8 range where he's normally sitting at. Like he was horrible in the red zone last year. You gotta think. You gotta think that Sarkisian's gotta.
That's because Sarkisian's fucking drawing up plays for Sanu in the red zone instead of.
I never thought I'd have to say this on a show. We've bashed on Sarkisian enough. Let's move on.
The fuck is wrong with you?
No, we haven't.
Who's Nick?
But
who are you? What did you do with
Here's the other problem: his contested catch rate fell off of a freaking cliff between 2016 and 2017, which doesn't help in the red zone where everything's contested.
Well, and he's had 3 straight years now where his yards per game, his touchdown rate, and his catch rate have all dropped.
Yeah. He's definitely regressing, but he's still seeing 9.25 targets a game.
Yep. He's strictly been propped up by volume, and they just added Ridley. So I'm a little concerned.
Leading the league in yards per pass route, but yeah, I've got Ridley taking a little bit of volume away from him.
Yeah, he's consistently been
Where do you guys have
top.
him ranked then? He's
my 7.
Okay, so
I got
right around
him 6 behind AB, Nook, OBJ, Thomas, and Allen.
Okay,
so
he's still my 6. I still think he'll get enough targets to be.
I have those 5 plus Adams in front of him.
Same here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have him just ahead of Adams.
Yeah.
He's right about there for me. My gut feel had him at 8, but then I projected him, and he's going to go up for me.
But yeah, he's going 202 right now in ADP. I will own 0 shares if he's going at that price.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way that I've liked my drafts falling out, I'm not going to own him there either because I'm taking a running back in the second round.
Yeah, almost certainly. The only thing
he's definitely going to get more than his 3 touchdowns last year, but he ain't going to get. I don't see him getting more than 8. He's always struggling in the red zone, so touchdowns always a problem for him. Yards always easy to come by with him.
You just said 1 double-digit season,
and he's only had 3 seasons where he's been over 7.
I've got him at 5. Yeah. I've got him at 5, so it's not going to be a huge jump.
All right, well let's go to the 2 guys.
6,
Let's go to the guys battling for wide receiver 2, Sanu and Ridley. Which one do you prefer?
Sanu's safer to me. They used him in the red zone. He had a career high in targets per game last year. He was on pace for 102. Likely some regression with Ridley coming in. He had 8 10-plus point games, though, in PPR. He's kind of a solid receiver that is never going to blow up, but he probably won't disappoint you much either most of the time. And Ridley coming in as a rookie and sitting third in that offense, I think that his progression is more slow, and he's like a year 3 breakout receiver that we're talking about. I don't see him overtaking Sanu this year. Next year, yes.
Yeah, they're going to eat at each other's value. So
I agree.
I'm not rushing to get either of them.
I just want to see where they're going to put Sanu and Ridley. Like, are they going to move Ridley, inside where you can work against, soft coverage, one-on-one situations, because we will always draw double coverage. Sanu's more comfortable in the offense. He's got the chemistry with Ryan. He gets used a lot on third down, and just as Hopper said, he's good for the 4, 5, 6 receptions.
Well, and right now, Ridley's going in the 10th. Sanu's not being drafted.
I'm drafting Sanu in the last round of a lot of places just because, especially a lot of best ball leagues where it's like, okay, I need somebody that's safe after I go with a lot of boom bust. And Sanu's one of my favorite picks for a safe guy in the same vein that Marquise Lee is.
Yeah, I'm not taking Ridley over Sanu. Not yet.
Yeah, nah.
Because I don't think Ridley's going to take that job over at least until midseason at the earliest midseason.
Yeah, I agree.
And then to wrap it up, the very unexciting Austin Hooper.
Yeah, moving on from Austin Hooper.
It's so bad, though, because his peripherals are so good, but they don't use him.
And they just drafted Ridley, so where the fuck is he going to fall in the target
09
pool?
in target separation.
Right.
It's second among tight ends. You got 15 vacated Levine Toilolo targets, which is... but he's got a very solid catch rate. He's good in yak. He's good in separation. They just don't use him.
How much of that yak was on that one play?
I don't know. I didn't look.
Probably all of it. I'll pull it up.
The broken play against the Bears where he ran for about 60 yards.
In week 1 where he was like, oh, hey.
He was the tight end 1 week 1, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was off of one play.
Yeah, 265 yards after the catch.
And I think
70 plus of that came on that one catch.
I got him at 71 targets with Toilolo not there, which I think is...
So a slight uptick from last year.
Slight uptick because there's nobody else there.
You'd figure his touchdown rate would go up. He had 3 touchdowns on 65 targets. That's terrible.
He had 9 targets in the red zone. It's just...
I got him going for 4 on 71 and 54 receptions.
So not much better. Okay.
No. Nope.
He could be a third-year breakout. He's definitely going to be a watch player for me, and I'm interested in maybe kicking the tires.
He's in his third year, he said?
He's
always
like
a breakout year for tight ends. It's, typically 3-4 years into their career.
Yeah, he was the same draft class as Henry.
Yep. And he's 24.
He's another one that falls into the I didn't get in on the first 8 tight ends, so let me take 2 flyers at the end of the draft.
Yeah, and he's currently not being drafted at all. So if you're looking at some of the guys who are free, like Watson, Hooper, there's some names here that you can be like, let's take them and we'll see what happens.
Austin Hooper and Nick Van
Nick Van
Because he's going to get his name said once in every episode from now on.
It's going to happen. Yeah, no, I'm going to make that a thing.
All right. Enough on the Falcons?
Brandon, you got anything else?
Basically just covered it all. I got him right around top 20, but like I said, unless you're paranoid with something, he ain't going to give you nothing exciting. He needs a touchdown to be relevant, and I wouldn't feel comfortable with that.